Yeah, this story has a lot of layers to it. When I first heard about, you know, LiAngelo Ball, and including two other teammates, stole, allegedly at the time, stole or shoplifted from a high-end store in China, which was later to be found Louis Vuitton, and they tried to steal some sunglasses. I was like, okay, that's kind of crazy. I really didn't believe the story, but more and more mainstream media outlets started picking it up, obviously because LiAngelo Ball was attached to it, who is, of course, the son of LeVar Ball and the Ball family and their high-profile family. LeVar Ball is a household name and a public figure, so this story, had a lot of attention, media attention. But I was like, yeah, I really don't believe it. But more and more, people were covering it. And I was like, okay, it's not a good look. It's not starting to look good right now for the Ball family. And the more and more the story developed, the more things coming out of what happened. Now they were talking about there's video footage of them, allegedly stealing the sunglasses, et cetera, and the Chinese government got involved, and I was like, okay, this is way deeper than what it actually is, and come to find out, Clockwork Orange, aka Donald Trump, got involved to intervene and help the UCLA Players, LiAngelo Ball, Cody Riley, and Jalen Hill, have those charges for shoplifting dismissed. Because, in China, they treat shoplifting seriously. You'll be in jail for 10 years, get your hand chopped off, all kinds of crazy shit. But here's the thing about this, right? Like I said, this is not a good look on the Ball family, on a big baller brand. It's not a good look. This is a dent into the stigma of big baller brand. This is a lesson learned for, obviously, the three young players. This is a mistake. Obviously, they own up to it. I did watch the press conference. They had a prepared written speech. Anytime you have a prepared written speech, that means it was preconceived. You thought about this, right? You had a conversation with XYZ people, including Clockwork Orange, who forced you to make sure you thanked him. So that was the agreement. Basically, Clockwork Orange had an agreement with the Chinese government, since he was already I believe he was in the country at the time when UCLA was playing overseas in China. He said, I want to make sure that these students get their charges dropped. All I'm asking for you, students, is to thank me. You need to thank me for what I did for you, black niggers. Because, that's what Clockwork Orange is always thinking. He's a white supremacist. We know this. Clockwork Orange is a white supremacist, and he's an opportunist. He's a narcissist. He's a womanizer. He's all of those things. He uses as an opportunity because he obviously knows who, he knows who the Ball family is. He knows who LeVar Ball is. LiAngelo is the highest profile player on the UCLA roster currently because his name is a Ball. He's a Ball guy. His last name is Ball. That's why he is a high profile player, even though he's not in the starting lineup. He's still a high-profile player, but he knows who the Ball family is. So Clockwork Orange decided to use this as an opportunity. This is my great opportunity to help these niggers get their charges dropped and go back to UCLA. All right? And he used this. Perfectly executed. Get these players' charges dismissed. I want them to thank me. You guys can't say I didn't help you niggers out because I helped these black niggers. So that's exactly what the thought process was with Clockwork Orange. He wanted to help these black players. All right. And he did. And he used this as an opportunity to do, like I mentioned, to make sure that when he helped these players, those players had to thank him in a written statement. And he used this as another opportunity to help people classified as black or African American in this opportunity. So Donald Trump can say, well, you can't say I didn't help no black people. I helped out those UCLA players. They stole something and they could have got 10 years in prison. He even tweeted that. You see? Do you think the 3 UCLA basketball players will thank you, will say thank you, President Trump? They were headed for 10 years in jail. So he had this whole thing planned out and used this as a great opportunity to demonstrate his power. The face of white supremacy. The opportunist, the narcissist, the womanizer, all of the above. That's who Clockwork Orange, a.k.a. Donald Trump, is. And it was perfectly executed. So, like I said, this story has a lot of layers, man. A lot of layers. The Ball family's name is forever attached to Donald Trump, literally and figuratively now. As far as LiAngelo Ball's future, we'll see. I mean, they're suspended indefinitely. I don't think it means forever. I think they may have probably, 5-10 games suspension. They'll have it, at least a handful of games suspended during the season, but they'll be able to play again if the second half of this season, if not next season. They'll be able to play again. I think so. So, I mean, again, you do something stupid when you're younger. I've done stupid things when I was younger. Just that I didn't get caught. These guys got caught. That's the difference. They got caught slipping. And they should have known better, man. But they didn't. You're naive. You're young. You don't know anything. And, it is what it is. It is what it is. I'm still a supporter of Big Baller Brand. I like independency. I don't like being dependent on the dominant white society's resources. I don't like being dependent on anybody else's resources. So an independent brand such as Big Baller Brand, I support the concept of that. But again, I don't think this is a good look at all for what LiAngelo has done and what he had to do to get out, to thank Donald Trump for him intervening and making sure those charges were dropped and he can go back to UCLA. So, it is what it is, man. But let me tell you something. I went on Twitter, man. These memes are hilarious. Look at this meme right here. Hilarious. Check this out. LeVar, wake up. Your son is in jail. LeVar, which one? LiAngelo. And he goes back to sleep. That's hilarious. Clout rejected. Got Drake getting up. Eat that nigga ass. Pause. This is hilarious. Jello Ball won. Oh, with his own shoot. With the mention. That's hilarious. Yo, these memes are crazy. Stay in your cell. Oh, man. Crazy. But, yeah, anyway, family, those are my thoughts on that. Leave your comments down below about what y'all think. About what you guys think about LiAngelo Ball and his teammates stealing out of China. And will this help or hurt Big Baller Brand? How do you feel about Donald Trump intervening? Let me know what you guys think in the comments section down below, family. Until next time, Chauncey, a.k.a. the Black Separatist, signing out. Peace.